drawing rockets on the bedroom wall, dreaming somewhere I could go. Every night the city kept calling through the noise and the sirens below. I could hear a future in the distance, like a song only I could know. Small town heart with a head full of stars, running through the dark with these broken sneakers on. Everybody said you should stay where you are, but the skyline felt like home. We were neon children, burning brighter than the midnight sun. Young enough to think forever could belong to anyone. We were chasing echoes through the streets we used to know, trying to outrun the silence before we got too old. Neon children, 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 children. Neon children, 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 children. Old cassette playing in the hallway, summer air coming through the screen. We were laughing like the world was ours, back when life still felt like a dream. Now the rooftops feel so different and the nights don't hit the same. But somewhere in the smoke and traffic, that younger version still remains. Small town heart with a head full of stars, running through the dark with these broken sneakers on. Everybody said you should stay where you are, but the skyline felt like home. We were neon children, dancing underneath electric skies, believing we could touch the future just by looking in its eyes. We were fearless, we were reckless, we were more than what they saw. Now I hear those distant echoes every time the rain still falls. Neon children, neon children. Dun, 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 dun. We used to run through the back streets laughing, cheap headphones sharing broken songs. Summer nights and the world felt endless, like nothing could ever go wrong. Your name written inside my notebook, mine inside your denim jacket sleeve. We were building little forevers out of things too young to keep. And every sunset felt cinematic, every heartbeat felt brand new. We were just kids, pretending we already knew the truth. Paper planes in the wind, flying over our heads again. We were young, we were wild, trying to freeze a moment in time. You said don't grow up too fast, but the years disappear like that. Now your voice still reigns inside my mind, like paper planes across the sky. Like paper planes across the sky. There was a bench near the old train station where we carved our initials deep. Thought those letters would outlive time. Now they're memories the rain still keeps. You moved on like cities do. Lights change and people fade, but every crowded room still feels empty in the shape your shadow made. And every sunset felt cinematic, every heartbeat felt brand new. We were just kids, we already knew the truth. Paper planes in the dark, still circling inside my heart. Every dream, every kiss feels like something I still miss. Maybe love was never meant to survive what time invents, but somewhere in another life we still dance beneath those lights. Platform lights in a worn-out suitcase. 2 a.m. and the air felt cold. Mama cried, but she tried not to show it, as the station speakers echo low. I had $20 and a fake kind of confidence, big dreams hidden inside my chest. Everybody said the city would change me, but staying there scared me more instead. So I watched my hometown disappear, like smoke fading into the rain. Heart beating like a siren as that train pulled away. Midnight train, take me somewhere I can become somebody, far from these empty streets and the life they wrote for me. Midnight train, carry all my fears into the dark tonight. Maybe losing everything is how you finally find your life. City lights look like stars from a distance, till I stood beneath their glow. Concrete dreams and a million strangers, all pretending they know where to go. I was sleeping inside tiny apartments, eating cold food alone at night. But every rooftop held a reminder that dreams don't come without a fight. And sometimes I still hear that station calling somewhere in my mind, like a ghost of who I used to be, running right beside. Blue light glowing in a silent room, half-empty bottle on the sink. Your picture still lives inside my phone, even though I can't stand to look. I told myself I wouldn't call you, said I finally learned to let go. But loneliness gets louder after midnight, and tonight it won again. So I dialed your number with shaking hands, hoping maybe you'd still answer me. But the silence hit before your voice did, and then I Every word I say just sounds like regret. If love dies, why does it still feel alive inside my head? I drove past your street last Friday. Your window lights were glowing warm. For a second I almost stopped there, like the old days weren't gone. Everybody says time heals people, but time just taught me how to hide. 'Cause every crowded room gets quiet when your memory walks inside. And every song sounds like your name now. Every city looks the same. Funny how someone can leave you but never really go away. If I made it far enough, the emptiness would disappear. I was wrong. Penthouse view over a sleepless city, diamonds dancing from the chandelier. Everybody says I'm finally living, but silence is the loudest thing I hear. Got my name inside bright white headlines, faces knowing me I've never known. Funny how the world can scream your name while you still feel completely alone. Late nights drowning inside expensive parties, fake love pouring from crystal glasses. Everybody chasing temporary highs, like we're scared to feel what's underneath us. I spent years running toward the skyline, thinking dreams could heal the scars. But success loses all its magic when you forget who you really are. Empty gold shining through these hollow nights, smiling for the cameras while I'm breaking deep inside. Empty gold, every room still says your name. Funny how I got everything, but nothing feels the same. Designer clothes scattered on the marble, phone still blowing at 4 a.m. 100 people in the room around me, still nobody that I can call a friend. I remember nights inside apartment 909, cold pizza and impossible dreams. Back when struggle still felt honest and love still meant something to me. Now the skyline looks different from the top floor, beautiful but painfully cold. 'Cause money buys the view of paradise, but not the feeling of being whole. And every award sitting on my shelf now feels heavier than before. 'Cause the higher that you climb, sometimes the lonelier it gets at the top floor. Apartment 909, apartment 909, lights still flicker in the kitchen. Microwave dinners and unopened conversations. Neighbors screaming through the paper-thin walls. Funny how loneliness can still feel loud. Your hoodie hangs beside the doorway, like you're coming back someday. But dust settles on everything eventually, even memories fading gray. And the city outside keeps moving while I'm frozen in this room, watching headlights paint the ceiling like ghosts passing through. Apartment 909, where the nights don't ever end, where I talk to shadows like they're gonna answer back again. Apartment 909, every corner says your name, and these walls know every version of the man I became. Apartment 909, Apartment 909, Apartment 909, built from broken dreams and empty bottles, trying to outrun the past, but it's living down the hall. Apartment 929, where the mirror barely knows my face, and every sleepless night feels exactly the same. Apartment 929, Apartment 929. I thought the city would save me, but all it did was teach me how to disappear inside a crowd. Apartment 909. One day I'll finally leave this place, but tonight I'm still trapped inside the echoes that you made. Apartment 909. Somewhere between healing and collapse, learning how to live with the weight of looking back. We don't talk, we just type in silence, messages left unread again. Used to finish each other's sentences, now we can't even start them. You're in the same city but miles away, even when you're in my space. Funny how love can lose its language without ever saying its name. We keep pretending it's nothing, but the air feels different now. Like every word between us is just noise we don't know how. Static hearts, we're breaking through the frequency, trying to connect again, but all we hear is memory. Static hearts, every signal turns to pain. We're close enough to touch, but we're strangers just the same. I still see you in crowded rooms, even when you're not around. Every laugh from someone else sounds like what we lost. Somehow we built a love on late night conversations. Now it's just echoes and delay, like a call that keeps dropping mid-sentence before we find what to say. And I don't know when we started drifting, or if we even tried to stay, but something in us slowly faded without fully walking broken signals passing through the same room. We used to feel so connected. Now it's fragments and distortion, like love got lost inside the noise of our emotional corrosion. I drove past your street again last night, acted like I didn't feel a thing, but my chest still knows your address, like it never forgot anything. You probably think I disappeared, like I don't think of you anymore. But some memories don't leave the body, they just learn to live in the core. I built a life out of silence, smile through every empty win, but nothing ever feels like enough now. When I compare it to back then, see me now. Would you even recognize my face, or just a ghost of someone you used to hold in place? See me now. Tell me, did I turn out right or wrong? Or am I just a memory inside a fading song? See me now. See me now. See me now. I learned to laugh in crowded places, like I'm not still hurting inside. I learned to fake being okay, so no one sees what I hide. But every mirror I walk past now feels like it's judging who I became. 'Cause I chased every version of better and still feel exactly the same. And I don't know if you'll be proud now, or if you barely even care, but I still catch myself hoping you might somehow still be there. See me now, standing where the dream turned cold. I got everything I wanted, but it never felt like gold. See me now. Would it stay or walk away, or just look through me like I'm someone you used to say? See me now. See me now. Maybe we were never forever, just a chapter I couldn't close. And I'm still learning how to carry a love nobody else knows. I don't need you to fix me, I just needed you to see that the version of me you left behind is still a part of me. See me now. I'm still standing in the rain, with a heart that learned to function but forgot how not to feel pain. If you ever wonder who I am, just know I'm still that same boy trying to understand. See me now. See me now. I wake up to a screen full of strangers, telling me who I should be. Every scroll feels like a new comparison, pulling pieces out of me. I can't tell what's real or edited. Everything looks like a lie. Even my reflection feels digital, like I'm watching somebody else's life. And I try to breathe through it, but it keeps getting louder inside. Every thought turns into interference. Every moment multiplied. It's just noise in my head, in my veins, in my chest. I can't tell what's truth anymore, or what's left. It's just noise. Every memory starts to break. I'm surrounded by silence that somehow still won't fade. Noise. I used to know what I was chasing. Now I'm chasing anything at all. Every notification feels like a heartbeat that's about to fall. I miss when life was uncomplicated, when silence didn't feel this loud. Now even when I'm in a crowded room, I can't escape the crowd, inside the crowd. And I know I should be grateful for everything I built so far, but success feels like a system that forgot who you are. It's just noise. All the dreams and the pressure collide. I'm drowning in echoes that I can't hide. Noise. Every thought is a broken line. I'm searching for peace, but I lost it in time. Noise. Noise. If I turned everything off, would I finally hear myself again? Or did I become the chaos I was trying to escape then? Maybe I'm not broken, maybe I'm just overloaded with every version of me that I never fully closed in. It's just noise, and I don't know where it begins. All the voices I carry don't feel like mine within. I just want something real again, but I lost the frequency where I used to feel like a man. Noise. 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 I still feel you, even when I'm alone. I start the car just to escape my head, but my thoughts always ride with me. Streetlights blur like forgotten memories that refuse to let me breathe. Your silence sits in the backseat, like it never left that night. And every road I take in darkness still feels like I'm chasing light. I don't play the radio anymore, 'cause every song brings you back. And I swear I catch your Ghost passenger, still sitting next to me. Every mile I move forward, you're still part of my memory. Ghost passenger, whispering through the dark again. I'm driving through the future, but you're still the places we used to wander, coffee shop that broke in the streetlight glow. I slow down like time might answer questions I already know, but it's just me and the engine, and the rain hitting the glass, talking to a version of you that only lives in the past. Every turn feels like deja vu, like I've been here before with you. Even when the road is empty, you still fill the space I move through. And sometimes I swear I hear you breathing right beside me in the dark. But when I reach across the silence, there's nothing but my heart. My chest feels like a closed room, no windows, no escape in sight. Every thought turns into pressure, every memory cuts too tight. I try to stay in the present, but the present doesn't stay with me. It collapses into flashes of what used to be. And I swear I'm fine when I'm talking, but inside I'm coming apart, like I'm holding a storm in silence that's been living inside my heart. You were my oxygen, now I can't breathe the same. Every breath I take without you still carries your name. Oxygen, I'm suffocating in the past, trying to survive the moments that never seem to pass. Oxygen, survival, but my lungs forget how to expand. And every time I reach for healing, it slips right through my hands. I used to think I was stronger, but strength is just a disguise for people who are breaking quietly behind their own eyes. And I don't know how I got here, or when I stopped feeling free, but every breath I take reminds me of who I used to be. You are my oxygen, no, I'm gasping in the dark. Every heartbeat echoes louder than the silence in my heart. Oxygen, I'm losing control again, trying to hold on to someone who's already gone in the wind. There's a drawer full of folded pages, written the nights I couldn't sleep. Every word still feels too honest, like a secret I couldn't keep. I told you I was fine without you, but the truth never made it out. So I buried it in silence, where it still lives now. And maybe you moved on cleanly, maybe I'm the only one still here, talking to the past in fragments that nobody else can hear. Letters I never sent, still burning in my hands. Every word I couldn't say, still trying to understand. Letters I never sent to a heart I couldn't reach. Maybe healing isn't moving on, maybe it's letting things be. Letters I never sent, letters I never sent. I wrote about the way I missed you in places no one else could see. How every city felt too crowded without you next to me. I wrote about my failures, how I lost myself in pride, how success didn't mean a thing when you weren't by my side. But I never pressed send, cause I knew it wouldn't change a thing. And some truths are only lighter when they stay within. And I don't blame you for leaving, I don't even blame the pain. I just wish I knew how to tell you without falling apart again. Letters I never sent, still echo in my chest. Every word I kept inside feels heavier than the rest. Letters I never sent, maybe that's all I had left. A love too big for speaking, so I wrote it instead. Letters I never sent, letters I never sent. I forgot what it felt like to belong to myself. I spent too long in crowded silence, trying to be what I was not. Dimming lights inside my spirit just to fit inside the plot. But something shifted in the ruins of everything I lost before. Like pain finally turned to movement, and I don't feel trapped anymore. And I still carry the memories, but they don't weigh me down. Cause I finally learned that healing doesn't mean you stay in the ground. I run wild again, through the fires, through the rain. I'm not who I was before, and I don't feel ashamed. Run wild again, let the past fall behind. I'm breathing in a new life for the first time. Run wild again, run wild again, run wild again. Yeah, I see her face in distant flashes, but it doesn't cut the same. It's just a part of my story now, not the reason for my pain. The city still feels heavy sometimes, but it doesn't own my soul. I stopped searching for the pieces that were never meant to be whole. I used to think I was broken, but I was just becoming new. And every scar I once hated is what carried me through. And I don't need to forget you to finally move ahead, cause I can't my best. Run wild again. I'm not afraid of what I'll become, 'cause I've already survived the hardest parts I've done. Flight home, flight home. Window seat lights fade in the distance. Every cloud feels like a thought I hit. I told myself I'd never look back again, but I can't ignore what I did. Years of running from a quiet feeling that follow me across every mile. Now the silence has me cornered, with nothing left to deny. And somewhere between the sky and memory, it all comes rushing through. Every version of me I buried is asking what I'll do. This is my flight home, through the clouds of what I lost. Every heartbeat feels like time, measuring what it cost. This is my flight home, and I don't know who I'll be when I land and face the truth waiting there for me. Flight home, flight home. I wonder if you ever think of me, or if I became a distant name. Maybe you moved on completely, or maybe nothing ever changed. I rehearsed 1,000 conversations that I'll never get to say, 'cause real life doesn't wait for closure, it just carries on its way. And turbulence feels like emotion I never learned how to face. Like the sky is reminding me gently, some things time can erase. This is my flight home, no more hiding from the past. If I face what I destroyed, I might finally breathe at last. This is my flight home. Every cloud feels like regret, and I don't know what I'm returning to, or what I haven't met. Flight home, flight home. If you're there when I arrive, I don't know what I'll say. Maybe silence tells the truth, words never could convey. And if you're gone, I'll understand it. Not everything survives. Some endings don't need answers, they just teach us how to rise. This is my flight home, and I feel everything I ran from. Every mile is a reminder of what I've become. This is my flight home, where the love remains or fades. At least I'm finally facing the life I couldn't escape. Flight home. touch the ground, but I'm still not sure where I belong. I step out into familiar air, but nothing feels the same anymore. Every street I used to know by heart feels like I've been here before. Faces pass me like forgotten chapters, places I thought I'd never leave. And every sound around me whispers of who I used to be. And I don't know if I came back home or just returned to time, 'cause everything looks exactly the same, but I'm not the same inside. This is my arrival, not the end of not one's plan, but a quiet kind of survival. Learning who I am, this is my arrival. After running through the years, I finally understand. Not all answers come from fear. Arrival, arrival, arrival. I stand where we once sat forever, in a version I can't rewind. And I don't feel the pain like before now, just something softer inside. Maybe healing is enclosure, maybe it's learning to remain without letting every memory turn into pain. I thought I lost you in the distance, but I carried you all along. And now I see what I was chasing wasn't you, it was being strong. And the sky above feels different, like it's finally letting go. Not of what I went through, but of everything I didn't know. This is my arrival, no more versions left to run. Every shadow I was hiding from has finally come undone. This is my arrival, and I don't need to erase every broken part of me to find a better place.